Welcome to the Smite Wars Chronicles, brought to you by our tolerant significant others who let us drive 40 extra minutes to go see a movie so you can get a popcorn 20-sided die. Not mine. That would not happen. Oh my god, I would be divorced on the way to the movie. But throughout this game, if you experience a moment that is like, oh, this happened in a movie, keep that to yourself. I have not seen it. All right, everybody. So here we are. It seems like forever, to me at least, since we last played. When we were last here, a lot of things happened. Milan, I'm sorry, character name, Alexandria. Did you have a chance to watch the video or no? Are you up to speed?
I'm not up to speed.
Oh. So if you look at your inventory, you will not find Baphomet's Dagger of Venom. I was going to ask Sarah if she would like to explain where said dagger is, because if you look at she's back. Hey, so can you give Alexandria Glory a little lowdown on where this mysterious Dagger of Venom is?
Well, you want the short answer or do you want the long answer?
You know, if you're going to do it in character, take as long as you want. If you're going to do it out of character, the short answer.
No, I'm talking to Milan. Do you want the short answer or do you want the long answer?
I would love I would love Glory's medium answer.
Okay. Long and short of it, I have high confidence that Dinjarin has it. He stole it from me in when I was trying to discuss with you person to person on or owl to demon on giving it to you. I don't know. I didn't think this one through.
Yeah. So, didn't mean to put you on the spot there. So
both resent and relate to that accusation.
So Glory asked, so like, you know, she decided that she was going to hand over the dagger to you, as a sign of goodwill, if I remember correctly. Because, you know, the blood between the two of you has not always been amazing, right? There's implications that there was collusion with Stephanos. May she rest in peace wherever she is.
Wait, Stephanos?
Not Stephanos.
I was gonna say.
No, so Stephanos is not dead and is doing awesome. Oh my gosh. Ariel, what was her character's name?
I don't know.
It's been so long.
I don't speak ill of the dead anymore.
Well, she is dead to all of you. But there was some implied collusion when Glory was in a trance in a goblin cave after sipping some unidentified mysterious green glowing liquid. As Glory, you know, as is in her DNA, she must experience things. So while she was flashing into and out of consciousness, Stephanos relieved her of many of the Baphomet's goods that she was carrying. Not Stephanos. I gotta remember the name. It's been so long. That was 2 years ago. Anyway, Ariel. We'll just call it Ariel. So, Ariel had handed at least some of them to Alexandria for safekeeping prior to her big moment where I believe she was whisked away with the dragon. Is that correct? Yeah, if I remember correctly. So there's that. So Glory wanted to rebuild some of that relationship because it's been clearly a struggle, right? This team is in need of some Dr. Fill-in because there's not a lot of inbuilt trust. Although I think you guys work together as a team fairly well. There are some interesting moments where once the real foes are dead, you turn upon each other at times. So she wanted to remedy some of that. Met you on the lava bridge. You were on one side of the lava bridge. She was on the other. And you had a conversation around said dagger. And she did not know that she did not have it until she got up there, which caused you pause, Alexandria, right? Because here she brought you to this thing. She was going to give you the dagger. You felt a little yanked around, a little, your chain was a little yanked. You weren't sure if she was above board or if she was just messing with you. But I think your calm head prevailed, and you saw that there was goodness there, or whatever Glory's version of goodness is. And you are dagger free. She did a little investigating, and all that she could come up with was no one had really been around her. She did remember Dinjarin brushing up against her, and that was that. Now, this now finds you a party divided. Stephanos, Tyros, Salem, Brother Samael, and Glory, wherever Glory is. Where is Glory?
Glory's up north.
Oh, Glory, yeah. Glory, okay, so I just need to move. You and Salem are on top of each other. That was why I just moved you. You guys are in the Southern Passage, right? Brother Samael and Glory are in sort of the northern, the northern path part of this southern network of, we'll call them Mineshafts. Tyros and Stephanos are currently battling some skull eyes. And this is something that you wouldn't have known yet in Milan. Alexandria knows this, that these skulls seem to be protecting some gem. Right? You guys haven't looked into the gems extensively yet. But they are magical of nature. They seem to be these sort of glowing gems surrounded by some sort of dragon scales, protective coating, if you will. Now, the team to the north, which is inclusive of Tempe, Alexandria, and Dinjarin, fought a similar and dispatched a similar skull and relieved it of its gem. You now have, I believe, 3 gems and are working on the 4th in the south. But you also made friends with some troglodytes. They're not especially burdensome. They're not especially strong. They're just kind of burdensome. You dispatched, I think, the majority of them. Let me see. You dispatched the ones that you're aware of beyond. You have troglodyte Hari. You have troglodyte Wana. And troglodyte Parano. Those are the ones I believe that you're aware of. So you are currently in battle. Now, what I don't recall, it looks like, according to the combat tracker, Stephanos is up. But all I'm seeing are empty couches and nobodies. So, although I think I have that same couch.
That's
Anyway.
Glory's empty couch. Stephanos is here.
Stephanos has popped in. Yeah. And what's pretty cool is it looks like at some point you guys are buffed to the south. To the north, you're sort of you're raging raw. All right. So does that track? Is everyone clear where we are today and what needs to be done? You're making your way from the west to the east. You're taking Southern Passage. Others are taking Northern Passage. The plan was to at some point meet up somewhere. What Glory and Samael discovered, they know, but you guys don't know this, just remind Glory, is the path that they took terminated at an interesting point where a pretty large lava area with some little islands connected with these giant chains. Across the way, they could see another passage continued. So you could cross here and continue another passage. I believe the thought was, I don't remember if there was visible evidence, but the thought was at least that the northern party will come to that area at some point, if not. Glory, do you recall, were you aware of the troglodytes? Did you see them?
We heard something. No, we are not aware of them.
Okay, not aware. So in game, you're not aware of them. All right. So here we are. Let's play. We're at the top, or we're not at the top of the stack. It's Stephanos' turn. You are up. You've got 2 glowing eyes. It looks like you've damaged the easternmost eye. Have not put a dent in the westernmost eye. And what's your play?
I'm going to take my longbow at this. I'm going to target one of the eyes.
All right.
Right. I missed.
Uh-oh.
Did that come through? Yeah.
Yep.
Make sure you get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Okay. Move here and end my turn.
Awesome. That
Oh,
brings
I don't
us to.
see it.
Go ahead.
I just don't see the end turn button anymore.
Did you if you right click over the combat encounters, it'll open up the combat encounter. Which brings us to Djarin. So we're back in the North Passage. Djarin is face to face with Troglodyte Wana.
All right. First, as my bonus action, I'm going to activate Baphomet's Helmet of Fear. Let's see. How do I?
So you're going to activate the Helmet of Fear?
Yeah. The Helmet of Fear.
All right. So you have it equipped, right?
Yep.
Well, you've had it equipped. I think was it a declaration? I have to remember the Helmet of Fear.
So the helmet is equipped, but it used to be automatic, but I guess when you updated it, it changed to where I have to actually say I'm going to activate it to affect creatures.
Oh, okay, awesome. So as you activate it, and I believe you have to. Do you have to?
Bonus action.
Do you have to mutter your words?
No, I don't think it doesn't say.
All right, and it lasts for 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. Yeah. So so they need to pass a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw. So as you activate it, and you think through, okay, this thing is, we're gonna make these be fearful. Your head begins to just you have a stabbing pain and it begins to throb.
Did it do its thing?
Yep, I'm doing it right now.
Okay. Cool. Because I believe they're all within. I measured last time, so they were all within.
So they all failed.
Oh.
So that's unfortunate. So they're now all frightened. So let me mark them as frightened. Ooh.
Why do I have a dev tools open? That's weird.
I don't know. What have you been doing? Frightened? And tell the team what happens when they're frightened.
You're gonna make me look it up again?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's your responsibility. Hold on, I think I inadvertently made you frightened.
So, when a creature is frightened, they have disadvantages on ability checks and attack rolls, and while I'm in line of sight, and the creature cannot willingly move closer to me.
All right, so they don't move away, but they don't move away, but they can't move closer. Yeah, because
Exactly.
I think we were playing it wrong before. I think we were frightened. We were making them run away.
Yeah,
So
I
got
can't
it.
remember.
So that was your.
Okay.
So that's a bonus action.
That was my bonus action. So for my action, I am going to first go after the troglodyte right next to me. Don't want to lose ability, so let's do that. Normal roll. Go. Nice. Critical hit.
Indeed.
And then with that guy dispatched, I am going to...
Well, hold on. Did you applied the damage already, right? And you need to roll your
Yeah.
critical hit from the table. What will it be?
Yeah.
You seem familiar. As you attack your target, you had a childhood memory randomly pop into your head, a little companion from your past. Poof. Next you appears that pet until your next long rest. Choose one of the following: a cat, a dog, a pig, a rabbit, or a chicken. They have 5 hit points and are your familiar for the day.
Pig.
A pig it is.
Pig.
All right, so he's going to pop into place next to you. And Dinjarin. And I do have to ask, Dinjarin, what was this pig's name?
Dinner.
All right. And was he a pink pig, a black pig, one of those Cheshire pigs with the spots?
It would be a black pig.
A black pig it is. And his name is Dinner. And almost done. Creating your pig. Pig.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to take my second action.
Okay.
I'm going to move over to this guy. Over here, this other troglodyte. I'm going to figure out how to... There we go. Target that one, and then do the same thing, just to attack them with them all.
Okay, and I'm just configuring ownership for you. This is owned by Curtis.
And that will end my turn with those two.
Oops, hold on. I put mastiff down. Wrong one. Give me 1 second, guys. And then I'll be right with you.
So those two troglodytes are now dead, by the way. Just so that everyone knows. Okay, I gotta go let
Update.
the dog out.
Okay, well, your pig appears next to you. Oh, all right. Glory, you are up.
Awesome. So what I want to do is I want to keep Brother Samael in my peripheral, but I want to check up on everybody else. So I'm just going to move. Why can't I move?
You should be able to move.
I cannot. I'm just targeting myself. It won't let me move. Okay. Anyways, I just want to peer around the corner and see if I need to help, but I want to make sure that I have Brother Samael in my watch, and I'm like ready just in case he like attacks me or anything.
Okay. So you want to move to, I can do this for you. So you want to move to sort of here?
I just
Ish?
want, just peer around the corner.
All right.
See if they need help. And then what I want to do is I want to tell Salem, because Salem is just on my shoulder, that I'm gonna have him go investigate what is beyond the lava.
Okay. So on Salem's turn, is Salem in? Yeah. Oh, it is Salem's turn.
Oh, is it Salem's turn? Hold on.
Yeah. So you're back. You can tell him that. We're just gonna move you guys both back to where you were. There we go.
So Salem hears from Glory to go investigate the what is beyond the lava river and to report back.
As you wish.
Cool.
Shall I
I
go
don't
now?
have an end. Yeah. Yes. I don't
All right.
have a.
Well, I'll be back.
Oh, here we go. And I can move Salem. Hold on. I'm gonna have him go 35 feet. I think he can go.
Whee!
Okay. And then I don't have. Oh, end turn. There we go.
Awesome.
Cool.
So yeah, so Salem heads down the tunnel, and this eye sees nothing. So it hangs tight. Glory.
Cool. I am going to step very carefully around this hole in the. I can't talk today. I'm gonna step around this hole today. Sorry. I'm gonna step. Oh my god! I'm gonna step carefully around this hole and catch eyes with Stefanos and see if they need assistance. It appears though that if I go over there, it'll just cause kerfuffle. But I'm keeping an eye on Samael.
Okay, so you're being mindful of Samael.
Yeah.
You're avoiding the trap. You're just sort of you're trying to look down both passages, right? Yeah. Is that what I'm hearing? So you're sort of aimed like that, right?
Kind of. Yeah.
You know, and Samael sees you, you know, and it's pretty obvious, right, that you're like checking both at the same time, and you can't really read his face, right? Doesn't seem concerned. Sort of hangs tight.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, sorry. End turn.
So this brings us to Alexandria in the North Passage, fighting troglodytes.
Right.
You are face to face, or I'm sorry, beak to whatever a troglodyte has, a face of some sort. And I did send to chat a picture of the troglodyte, so you have that.
Right. Is there a way to do a half turn? Like, I don't know if there's a way for me to. Okay, actually, there we go.
I'm not even seeing your character anymore.
I'm right looking at Troglodyte Pirano.
Is everyone else seeing her as well, or is it just something's weird with my machine? Oh wait! Oh, so you moved.
Yeah, I see her, but that troglodyte is dead.
As I just
killed that.
realized. Ah, yes. Okay.
Also, as you moved away, the troglodyte Hari gets a attack on you.
God.
So
Okay.
so he targets you. Target. And it's a melee attack, so it's just a claw. And it was with disadvantage. And it was a miss.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So you walk over and you see this dead troglodyte, which will be more obvious once I do this. Skadoosh. It is now a loot pile
Right.
full of troglodyte bits.
Uh,
All right. So from your new position, you square up and you have the crossbow, and it's a hit with a 16. Holy smokes! Is that a +8?
but
+5, +3. Wow. Check that out, man. You like doubled it.
normal. Heh.
And it is insta-dead. Again, they're more of a nuisance. And you see it
I don't even
spin
need the dagger.
and turn in. Yeah, there you go. This brings us to the other eye. The other eye sees nothing. So it will end its turn, but not before I say it's time to roll for initiative. Now roll Tempe. Is anyone else's screen completely full of dice? Just like so many dice. And have you guys noticed you can pick them up and throw them around for fun?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like the cracked screen as well. All right, so next round. So northern team, what's your strategy for this round? And if you're good to go, just say we're good to go and we'll move on.
I think we're good to go. We dispatched everything, right?
Nope, there's one troglodyte left. Oh wait, no, there's not.
No, that one's dead too.
Yeah, I need to turn it into an item pile. So you're good to go. So you are in movement mode. So for each of your turns, there's no combat at this point. But you can each take your normal move.
Well, there was nothing in this troglodyte pile. I guess.
I don't think they have much. They don't carry many possessions.
Yeah, that's fair. So I'm gonna come over here for a confab with Tempe. All
right, you're gonna talk to Tempe.
Yeah, Tempe. What's our move? Where do we want to go?
I think our plan is to head east and kill many things and smite many things. Now, I am slightly hurt, so I plan on doing a bit of healing, but no need for a long or short rest. I can just suck down some potion. But I think we continue to make our way west. If I recall.
Okay.
Earlier,
Do you want a potion? I can give you one if you want.
Well, on my turn, I have a potion of healing, so I'm good to go. I do appreciate your offer, though.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
I'm sure I will call upon you for a favor. I believe to the east, when I was there earlier, I saw across the lava divide, through some potential acrobatic movements, we could move to a connecting passage, but also I believe this passage continues to the west. I am fine with either path.
All right, I'm down. Let's go the non-lava way.
Sounds like a safe plan, and I approve.
While you guys were talking, Dinjarin's kind of eyeballing you guys like, so you're leaving me out of this planning, huh?
I didn't see you. You can come over here.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm just kind of
just noticing. Yeah, so you notice that they're.
Dinjarin, do you also think it would be good to go via the lava because you're an important and valued member of this team?
So Dinjarin, what you see on your turn, we'll get to this, but because you guys are not in traditional combat, you do see across the way. You see Salem in the other tunnel, sort of just to the slight southwest, just peeking around the edge of that whatever. So. You have confirmation that the other party, that other passageway is where the other party is. All right? And you are able to, on your turn, communicate with Salem across that distance if you so choose. But that is for a different moment. Right now, it is Stefanos' turn. And I do not see her video on. And so she is here. Okay, I thought maybe you went for a bio break.
No, I was making lunch.
That
I'm
sounds
gonna
awesome.
take a potion of healing with my turn.
Okay, so go for it.
I heard the gulping.
Yeah, you heard the gulping.
Gross.
And you get back 12, which takes you to full. So, So you feel suddenly revived and energetic, and it's going to be a good day, you think to yourself. On that, you have all of your movement left, and no action, though. Unless you have a bonus action.
So that I can take a shot at that eye.
All right. So on your next turn, you can take a shot. Which brings us to Tyros.
Tyros, being a little miffed that he missed the glowing skull last time, is going to step back out and take another shot.
Who has Tyros targeted?
Nobody. That is...
the eye, probably.
No. We were... Stefanos did the magic thing on us.
Oh, okay. Usually those are in a square, and this is in a circle. Typically the circles are the targeting.
Oh, is somebody targeting me?
Yeah, I don't know who's blue. Who is blue? There's usually a portrait in it, so I don't see a oh, it's gone.
Oh, maybe I targeted myself.
Ah, that's you do you, man. You do you.
I now have the glowing skull targeted. With that, I will use my firebolt.
Indeed. Firebolt hits. Solid hit. Fire meets fire with a blaze. And you see the light of the eye is extinguished, as is evidenced by... I don't know how I can make this go out. Well, I'll figure it out. Oh, there we go. Done. You put out its eye. You think to yourself, this would make a great narrative for a Christmas movie. Because you have just put its eye out. No one? All right. Too seasonal.
We've got summertime coming.
I don't believe it.
And with that, I move back out of line of sight of the other eye.
The other eye, sadly, Stefanos was very smart about her positioning and is just out of reach. It has to pass its turn up. Dinjarin, what you see is... You find yourself in a tunnel that leads to a treacherous and dangerous area, deep in the vault where a river of lava and fire runs through the middle. As you approaches the shoreline of the river of lava, you can see the intense heat and light emanating from it, creating a fiery glow that fills the entire area. And chains. You see lots and lots of chains. And I'll show you a much bigger version of this. There you go. In the center of the lava flow, there are several small islands of rock. These islands are connected by these large chains, and they appear to be the only way to cross this river. The chains are old and rusted, and the rocks are scorched black from the intense heat of the lava. If you wish to continue this route, you must navigate these islands to reach the other side, where you see passage leading into another tunnel. And you also see Salem. Looking down the river to the east, you see a small bridge spanning the flow. Actually, you don't see that because you haven't pulled forward enough. So... You know, your inner voice is, telling you, I'm not up for a lava swim, so I'm going to be careful. All right, so there you are. There's your narrative.
Okay, and there's no narrative for, like, the hallway that I'm also, like, because I'm kind of in that, where I'm seeing down in the lava, but there's also that hallway that I'm right in front of.
Yeah, so I'll give you that one. It's no change, really. See if there's any interesting narrative for that. Yeah, no, it's just what you're seeing is it's a dark hallway. Very similar to what you saw on the way in, really, right? So there's that. It's just, that was from pre-skeleton with the green glow. This seems like sort of I'll just give you the whole shebang. How's that? Right. So, this tunnel gives you a little bit of relief. It's dark, and then the part that you're in is largely unlit. right? You're still seeing these sort of supports every 30 feet or so. Not a lot of room for flight. So you don't fly, but either way. And it looks like that tunnel sort of loops around to the right. And you do know that some troglodytes had come from that area. But it takes a sharp turn to the right and then south from where you're standing.
I kind of look over my shoulder back at Alexandria and Tempe, and then I just kind of disappear into the darkness, walking to the hallway. And
you do see it. You do see it. It does take a very direct south and then slightly west. And there you go. You're now, and so you're seeing what you're seeing, basically a different angle of what you saw earlier. This brings us to Tempe.
Cool.
I believe Tempe would stick with the plan. How far does Tempe get to move? Tempe gets to move 30 feet. So he's gonna beeline it for here, skadoosh, and that will end his turn. He sees Salem. And I believe that Tempe would probably say,
Salem, I assume you're reporting back to Glory. Let her know we will continue our journey on the northern tunnels heading due east. It looks as if there's a small bridge ahead.
Drop it.
I shall not drop it, Dinjarin, no matter how much you insist.
Sorry.
Should Salem respond to this or no? Not yet.
Salem can totally respond to that.
Okay.
Oh wait, does Salem speak common?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Salem simply looks at Tempe and nods, but then looks towards the hallway.
Words be hard.
Words are hard. Looks towards the hallway that he was referring to, but stays put.
Yeah, it's not his turn to move anyway, but yeah. So yeah, that exchange has happened. Salem also sees the bridge that Tempe referenced off to the east, and it looks like it connects your two sides. All right, so Glory, our Tempe's going to end his turn. Glory. Still in battle.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. What I want to do is, well, originally I had turned this corner to see if I could catch eyes with Stefanos or Tyros to check in with them. Did I receive any feedback from them?
Just got a thumbs up. We're all good.
So I'm gonna. Does checking in with Salem count as a move?
No, it's a passive.
Okay, then just passively I know because we can.
Yeah.
We're telepathic.
Yeah, you know what he knows. You know there's a bridge. You know that the other party's across the lava. Samael does not know any of that.
So I communicate to. I kind of do some hand signals to both Stefanos and Tyros. I point at my eyes, and then I point this way. And then I begin to walk that way.
All right, and Stefanos and Tyros, as she walks away, you're welcome to ask her a question. But as soon as she goes out of visibility, that will end your opportunity, or ability to signal to her.
Right. I think I missed why Gloria was going the other direction.
I didn't say to you. I just pointed at my eyes, and then I pointed the direction that I'm going.
Okay.
All right. So you go ahead and move however far you're going to move.
All right, I'm gonna 30 feet.
All right.
And I am going to End my turn. Okay, cool.
I believe your name is Glory. Where are you heading? And am I to follow? I'm trying to do my part.
Come with me.
So we're further splitting the party. We're a party divided. I will show my good faith and follow you.
It's kind of like a nonchalant, like, come with me if you wish. Like, I don't want him to think that I am trying to control him or keep him on a leash. I'm just keeping a natural eye on him.
As I'd already learned, this area terminates with chains. I can't speak for you, but I am not interested in balancing my way across lava. Is that your plan?
Not other ways of meandering around walls.
Well, I look forward to hearing your plan, for I only see one way from point A to point B across the lava, and I am not comfortable with that journey. So my time with you will end here unless you have some other plan that you want to share with me.
Have you been over here before?
Yes, this is where I'm coming from. I believe you're aware of this. I did see you keeping an eye on me. I get it.
I wasn't part of those conversations. Oh, no, that
Did
was
you
all
not?
with... No.
Did you not follow me partly down this hallway earlier? I believe you did with your Salem on your shoulder.
I just saw you go that way and come back, but...
Oh yeah, because I could not proceed further.
Okay. Cool, do whatever you want.
I appreciate that. I will hang here with you and until I hear a plan.
So he's gonna just hang there, right? He's kind of trying to play ball, right? This is a treacherous area. I don't think he's gonna follow you into peril. But you've at least learned that he's willing to sort of go with the flow a little bit. Get it? Go with the flow. Little lava joke there. All right. Anyway, it's Salem's turn. Salem has all of its movement, and you didn't take an action, so Salem also has an action.
So
now, Salem, I'll give you some narrative. Salem, directly to the east, catches glimpse of a chest. It's sitting just before that bridge.
Well, Salem can fly, so what I want him to do is fly over to this little perch over here.
All right. So Salem is there and has access to, if he wants to use his action, can open up the chest if it chooses. Because Salem...
Go
ahead.
On Brother Samuel, does he have dark vision?
You'd have to ask Brother Samuel. So I'll give you the narrative before you proceed. As Salem approaches this river of lava, he flies across it, feels the heat pushing up against his wings, stays a little high, right? Doesn't want to burst into flames. He comes to this small stone bridge, right? And this small bridge is the only path forward, it seems, connecting these two passages, right? So from the south, all roads seem to lead to this bridge. You now know this, Glory, because intuitively, no one else knows this yet. There are no other crossings visible. So to the east and west of the bridge, you can see islands of rock that are connected by those large chains. These islands appear to be the only way to cross the river of lava other than this bridge. But the chains are old and rusted, and the rocks are scorched and black from the intense heat. And it feels like it would be a disservice to not show you this giant image that I worked so hard on. So there you go. The tunnel that meets the river of lava of the bridge provides you with a clear view of the passage across, right? So he can see this passage connects the other tunnel. And from where Salem sees, he sees that northern tunnel continues around to the east. The heat from the lava is intense, and the light from the fire creates a fiery glow that fills the entire area. The bridge itself is made of ancient stones and metals, and despite the heat, it seems to have held up fairly well. And again, he sees a chest. All right, there you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna just relay all of that information back, and I'm going to...
Well, the only person you can relay that back to is Samael.
What? No. You're talking about Salem. I'm relaying that back to...
to Glory.
Glory.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I thought that was assumed, yeah.
Yeah,
My
no.
bad.
This, okay, and then I'm actually not going to have him open up the chest.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna do my turn.
Look at that. Alexandria, you were up. You see dinner.
Do we need to roll for initiative? Because we're still in combat with one of the eyes.
Oh, yes, you're right. 1 second. And I also need to add dinner to the combat tracker. And we're going to roll for initiative. Now, of course, for most people, it's a skip until you're all out of combat. You're all in combat. Who are we missing? Oh, Tempe. And Tyros, did you roll? You have lost connection, attempting to reestablish. My internet just went down. Is everyone else connected? Question mark. I can't believe this. Sarah, are you down too? Hang tight. I'm looking into it. I can't believe our internet's down. Let me pause the recording. It's just black. still working on the outage. See if give it a couple more minutes, and then we'll have to end the game. right. Let me go ahead and reload the canvas, and then we're gonna probably just call it per the conversation because we're on tethered cell phones right now. What are the odds that this would happen? Pretty good, I guess. You gotta love Xfinity.
I wonder how many people are affected though, because it's not like you and me live right next to each other, but
yeah, it must be pretty big.
It must be a pretty large area.
Interact. A problem occurred. So yeah, I don't know how much this will load over a phone, but at least we can have a closing conversation at some point, if it ever loads. So what were we? Can someone who can still see the game remind me of what we were doing? Because I am befuddled.
We just rolled for initiative.
Oh, that's right. And I didn't see any. I didn't see all of the initiatives come through. That's what.
So they did come through. We're stacked now.
It did load up. There we go. The interface did load.
I think the only person is Tempe. Tempe still needs to roll, but
let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can make that happen real quick before we. And Tempe, roll initiative. Maybe I broke the internet when I tried to roll initiative for Tempe. Tempe is very powerful.
The internet said no.
So roll initiative for Tempe. It's still loading. And once we do that, and I think we're going to call it. Normal roll. And then a giant dice will pop up. And there we are. And then I hit next round. I can't believe that my phone is actually doing this at all. So this is pretty insane. Yeah, the dice just came down with no graphics on them. It's just two very, very dull dice just flew into position. And here is where we are going to call it. We were almost at time anyway. Actually, we weren't. I think you could have gotten to the next bit of this narrative, to be honest with you. I'm not going to try to do fancy voices. We're just going to talk this through. So when we next start, it looks like Stefanos is at the top of the stack. They're fighting one more. I believe there's one more Skull Eye to the south. We are now you guys are a party divided. You have Tyros and Stefanos looking at fighting that skull, and with the assumption that there's probably another one of those gems if the pattern continues. Glory, Brother Samuel, and Salem are to the north, and trying to decide. I'm sorry, Brother Salem and Glory are to the north, I'm on my phone. Trying to decide what to do with the chained islands and what their next step is. But Salem was able to make its way over to the small bridge and the chest, which it's decided not to open. In the North Passage, we have a bunch of dead things. Plus Tempe, Dinjarin. We have Dinner is just going to follow Dinjarin wherever it goes. And then Alexandria, making their way from the east to the west, as is the plan. Dinjarin has discovered that the passage he's taken leads right back to where he was. So your passage, it looks like it continues along the edge of the river down some stairs, potentially. That's what Tempe is seeing. All of you are aware of that small bridge that connects the two sides of the passages. And that is where we are. Any questions before we continue? I mean, not continue, before we end it, because I think it's a wash, you guys.
Sadly, yes.
I'm super bummed.
Next week.
I am. It is a bummer, but it is what it is, right? So, you do you. Oh, the other interface just loaded up. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go figure out what the hell is going on with my internet, because my ping is 3,000 with my phone, which is unbelievably bad. And just pretend I have an echo in my voice when I say, until the next time on the Smite Force Chronicles. Thank you all. See you next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thanks,
all.
everyone.
Sorry.
Thank you.